In today's video, I'll be teaching you how to cut and also how to sew this beautiful dress. So hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, you're welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always stopping by. As I said earlier, I'll be teaching you how to cut this beautiful dress and also how to sew it. So without wasting much time, please like this video, comment, subscribe, share, and let's get started. Welcome guys. So for this dress we'll need our half length pattern, or some people call it half scale pattern. That is, this is a pattern that runs from your shoulder down to your waist area. So after you are done with the basic line that you have to draw on the pattern, you go ahead to mark your darts, to make your darts. So for this dart, I'm trying to mark out the dart point. So from the bust, I just went down by 1 inch, and from there I'll measure my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 plus half inch. So if your nipple to nipple measurement is 8, that's 8 divided by 2, which is 4, and 4 plus half inch, that's 4 and a half. That's what you will measure at this area. Then you connect half inch to the right, half inch to the left, then you connect the points just like the way I'm doing. So after that, the next thing you'll be doing is just to mark your bust measurement divided by 4. You add your sewing allowance to your pattern if you want to do that now. You can do that later actually if you are not doing that now, but I like to add my sewing allowance for the side to the pattern. So this is what I'm just marking, and at the lower part you see that I added another 1 inch. That is the dart that I took out. So now just connect those points just like this to extend the armhole downward. Then the next thing I'll be doing is to mark 4 inches from my shoulder upward. I'll just mark 4 inches like that. So that is where I will slant from that point down to the armhole area. So I'll be using this straight parts of my French curve to just mark it like from that 4 inch point down to this armhole. So after marking that, I noticed it is not what I wanted, so I went up by 1 inch again. So I went up by 1 inch, then I rolled this line upward, then I connected it downward to the armhole area just like this. So for you can use 4 inches from your shoulder downward or 3.5 inches. It will be okay for you. Then I'm just trying to draw my neckline, though I don't really need it, but I need it for the other part. You know, one side is mono strap and the other side has a sleeve and a yoke. So I'm trying to draw out the neckline so that I can know the yoke for the other side. So the neckline is just 3 inches wide and the depth is 3.5. Then this is what I have. So I'll be cutting out the part I don't need and I'll be leaving the part I need. Please, if you haven't liked this video at this point, please just go ahead and hit the like button. Thank you. So this is what I have. Then the next thing to do is to draw our side darts. For me to draw my side darts, I want to rule out this part. This is my sewing allowance for the side. So it's from after this part that I will now measure my 1 inch. Then for this side, I will measure my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2, and I will add additional 1.5 to it. That is, you know, I was talking about 8 inches. So for example, if your nipple to nipple measurement is 8, so 8 divided by 2, which is 4, you now add 1.5 inches, that's 5.5. Then you measure from that side towards the side. So this is the side that will be taken out. So this is what it will look like. So we are done with the drafting of the pattern for our front bodies. So the next one we'll be drafting now is the back bodies. So for the back bodies, it will be shorter by 1 inch to the front bodies. This is because there's a side dart at the front bodies and there's no side dart at the back body. So it is the same pattern, but it will just be shorter with 1 inches, and you cannot place this pattern on it to draw your back bodies. I measure this separately. I'm just using this front to rule out this slant line I have over here. Yes, I'm just using the front to rule it out. So you have to measure your back bodies again. So after then, I will just cut this out. Then I'll be placing the yoke for the front to cut the back. As you can see, I did not add any sewing allowance to this pattern, the back pattern. This is because I want to add my zipper to the side of this dress. I don't want it to be at the mid part at the back, so I want it to be by the side. So now this is my pattern paper, and I went ahead to cut my fabric. At first I wanted to cut the upper part and the lower part separately. That was why I made this half scale measurement, but thinking about it, I just thought to make it a straight, make it together like the upper bust, the upper part and the lower part together. So I placed my pattern paper on it. I added my sewing allowance. So I extended my sewing allowance to be 1.5 inches. Then I transferred my darts to my fabric. So I transferred the darts to my fabric, and I also made the darts for the lower parts too. Then I cut out a facing. As you can see, this facing, it is not too long, just a short facing for the front. And I'll also do the same thing too for the back bodies. So I placed my pattern on it, then I added 1/2 inch at those parts, and I extended the side allowance to 1.5. Then I transferred the dart to just like that. So if you know, you can also do it separate, that is the half scale measurement and the lower part, you can also do the same, but because of time I just have to cut this together. So this is my yoke. As you can see, this yoke, it is the front and the back together, so it does not have a joining at the shoulder area. I don't know if you get, it does not have a joining at the shoulder area, so I just cut the front and the back together just like this. You should add 1/2 inch at this lower part here, not at the shoulder, at the lower part here, but I didn't add to mine because this net is stretching. If your net is not stretching, you can add 1/2 inch at this lower part just to join it to your dress. So this is what I have, and that's my sleeve over there. If you wanted to sew where, I already have it on my channel. So now let's start joining. So for us to join this together, this is the facing that I'm putting right here, and I'll fix the net to the side you want the net to be. You have to be careful at this point, because you know, if you want the sleeve area to be at the left, you have to be careful where you place the net so that you don't make mistakes. So if you determine where you want your net to be, you place your net there. Then after you place it after like 1 inch, so that it can blend with this sharp corner over here, the sharp edge. So when you sew, it is aligning. You know, we are sewing with 1/2 inch, so you place it in such a way that when you sew, it will align. Then I forgot to tell you, you go ahead to do your dart first. That's what you will do first. So I've went ahead to do the darts. So I did the darts, the side dart, and also the waist dart. So now I've pinned down my net here. So this is what I have after pinning it down. And I'll use my facing to turn this. Just to turn this, just with 1/2 inch. I'll just sew it like that. Then I'll flip it over. So after flipping it over, this is what I have. Like I said earlier, this is what I'm trying to achieve. You see this net, it must start from this sharp edge over here, like it will continue, not that the net will now be like 1/2 inch away. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So this is what I have. Then the next thing I'll be doing now is to join the sides, the side that there will not be zip. That's where the sleeve will be, that area that has the net. You will close up that side from your waist downward. Yeah, that side, that is where the sleeve will be, and you can put your zip there. It will be preferable you put it at that side where there is no sleeve. So this side now, you arrange it together, then you sew with your sewing allowance. Now my sewing allowance has increased from 1 to 1.5, so I'll be sewing with 1.5 inches. And this part here, I'll be leaving my zip allowance, that is the space for the zip. Then from there I'll join it downward. I'm not joining it downward actually because there will be slit at the side for easy movement. So this is this side here that the zip will be, and this is the side that I left open for the slits because there is no opening at the back area for the slit, so it can only be by the side. If you don't put a slit, it will be kind of difficult, especially if you are not using a stretchy fabric. So the next thing I'll be doing now is to fix the sleeve and to hem the lower parts. That's just what I'll be doing. So after fixing the sleeve, this is after fixing the sleeve, this is what I have. Then after fixing the zip also, this is what I have. I want this tutorial to be quick as much as possible. That is why I didn't show the full details, but I hope you understand. If you don't understand any part, just let me know. So now it's time to add our just tiny design that I just added to it. So this is the cup chain. This is not the smallest size, this is the bigger one. So this is the cup chain I added. I don't want this cup chain to move to under the sleeve because it will be dragging the net, so that's why I stopped at that area. So if you still want your cup chain, maybe you want it to be double, you can double it, or you can even buy a bigger applique. You can buy a bigger applique instead of just tiny design. So you can buy a bigger one, just add it to it just to embellish it. And you can, at this point, you can do anything you want. Now from the video you saw earlier, you'll see that there is one strap at the side. So after I made this dress, I noticed that it was not convenient for me, so I just added a detachable strap. I would advise that this strap is detachable because of the zip by the side, so that you can easily wear this dress. So this tiny strap have to be detachable so that you can easily remove it when you want to wear the dress, and you can just pin it back. So you can add a press button to it so that you can make it detachable. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, comment, share, and I will see you in my next video. You don't want to miss it. Thank you. Bye.